Now, it's safe to say that the Prime energy drink has been taking over the world recently. I mean, you've got kids getting their parents to take them all the way down to Wakefield Wines just so they can buy the £100 like can drink, which will definitely be used for money laundering. I mean, anyone with half a brain cell can see that it's being used for money laundering. Because I mean, the fellow himself was arrested for drug dealing, so I mean, I I mean allegedly, but he was arrested for it, so I don't know. But it is quite obvious that something sus there. But today's not about Wakefield ones because everyone and their mother has been talking about that. Today's video is about the Prime drink itself and why people like KSI and Logan Paul and like all the other big influencers are lying to you about it. And this is quite a big lie because obviously the way it's marketed, it's like I think for some of the marketing they basically compare it to other energy drinks and be like, yeah, this is healthy. Even on Twitter, I remember KSI was angry because some schools wouldn't let their pupils drink it, even though it is an energy drink and it has like the stuff in it is probably worse for you than having like a Coke or something. Because if you don't know that stuff like Diet Coke is worse for you than like full fat Coke, because Diet Coke has bad chemicals in it, like artificial sweeteners, and Prime has some of those sweeteners in it. I mean, according to the Daily Mirror, they conducted an interview beginning of this month, basically. It was 31st of January, but I'll count it as February. Um, a nutritioner was interviewed, and when asked whether Prime was safe to drink, she said, in general, yes, it is safe to consume, but it still contains, I can't pronounce this, sucralose. Sorry, I am an autismoid. Like, I just cannot pronounce long words, sorry. And a sulfame potassium, which are artificial sweeteners and have quite a bad health risk. And I don't think people like understand that because like I mean KSI and Logan Paul have impressionable like young audiences basically. And the way they're marketing this is that it's a health drink. They're marketing it in a way similar to how Air Up markets their stuff. If you don't know, Air Up is basically a thing where when you're drinking water, you smell the the flavoring, and it comes up. It like tastes like It tastes like diluted squash basically, but obviously squash is awful for you even if you dilute it further. So I mean, personally, Air Up doesn't appeal to me, but I've tried it a couple of times, and yeah, it's pretty decent. But stuff like Prime, sorry, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. Definitely, definitely like, it definitely isn't healthy for you. That's all I can say. And I have no problem with people selling energy drinks as long as you're not being like obviously spreading misinformation about it, which I feel like KSI and Logan Paul are doing. Obviously, if they're watching this or someone they know is watching this and want to prove me wrong, prove me wrong. Like, honestly, I don't mind. If you want me to delete this video, sure. But obviously, this is an issue I feel not many people are talking about. And I mean, nutritionists are saying, yeah, you probably don't want to drink this. So, I mean, personally, I trust nutritionists over some YouTuber who makes the product. And also, what what they do is they produce it in so little like batches that stuff like that like you see queues of people outside Audi and like outside Asda. I mean, my mate, Silver Scroll 2, his link will be in the description. He works at Asda, and he says like when the Prime delivery comes in, all the staff just steal it, which I find hilarious. But I mean, I mean, it's not like they're going around and it's like got the nutritional value of 20, like a pack of 20 cigarettes or anything. It still is an energy drink, but I feel like the way obviously I mentioned before, they are sort of like marketing it as, oh, it's this new good thing around, when it's probably worse for you than the stuff they're comparing it to, like Gatorade. And I mean, it does have, like, the Prime does have vitamins in it, which is a very low dosage of it. But then there are stuff like, I mean, the article I'm reading off now, it'll be linked in the description. I'm not even going to try and produce it, but branch chain amino acids, like, obviously there is some nutritional benefits to having some of this. It's like, sugar and fat. You need a little bit of it, but so it has, like, the majority of Prime is just these sweeteners and stuff. It has small amounts of vitamins and stuff, but a large proportion of Prime is this like crappy sweeteners, which probably, them crappy little brain lickers or whatever. Those like, oh, I feel sick just think about it. Like the Co-op where they sell those like sweets, and I've got the 25p lollipops that are good, and then the others are pretty crap and like full of sugar. Yeah, those are probably more nutritional than Prime. So at the end of the day, you can make your own decision about this. I'm not saying, oh yeah, boycott Prime or anything. I mean, if you can find a bottle, then you might want to buy it, sell it on for like 20 quid. But you shouldn't like take it as being like, oh yes, this is healthier than water. I mean, at the end of the day, you shouldn't be drinking like sugary juice or anything as well, because juice is horrible for you. Just drink water and occasionally have like a glass of juice or fizzy, and you'll be fine. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy, please hit that like button and subscribe. Bye.